In the heart of Cairo, Egypt, there was a bustling marketplace filled with colorful stalls, the scent of spices, and the sound of merchants calling out to customers. During Ramadan, the bazaar came alive at night, after iftar, as people shopped for Eid gifts and enjoyed the cool evening air. But in the shadows of this lively scene, there was a young man named Kareem, who had taken a wrong path in life. Kareem was a thief, and he saw Ramadan as just another time to steal from the unsuspecting. Kareem had heard that during Ramadan, people were busy with prayers and worship, so he thought it would be the perfect time to sneak into the bazaar at night and steal valuable goods. He planned his heist carefully, waiting for the late hours when the streets were quiet and the stalls were left unattended. One night, during the last 10 days of Ramadan, Kareem crept into the bazaar. The moon was bright, and the air was filled with the soft hum of prayers from nearby mosques. Kareem's heart raced as he approached a stall filled with beautiful fabrics and jewelry. He thought to himself, "This will be an easy steal. No one is around." But as he reached out to grab a bundle of silk, a sudden voice called out, "Stop right there." Kareem froze. He turned around and saw an old man standing behind him, holding a lantern. The man had a long white beard and kind eyes, but his expression was stern. "What do you think you're doing, young man?" the old man asked. Kareem stammered, I was just looking." The old man shook his head. "You were about to steal, weren't you? Do you not know that this is Ramadan, the month of mercy and forgiveness? How can you commit such a sin during this blessed time?" Kareem felt a pang of guilt, but tried to brush it off. "I don't care about Ramadan. I just need to survive." The old man sighed and said, "Survive? By stealing from others? Allah provides for everyone, but He also tests us. Perhaps this is your test, Kareem." Kareem was shocked. "How do you know my name?" The old man smiled gently. "I know many things, but more importantly, I know that you have a good heart buried beneath your mistakes. Why don't you come with me? Let's talk." Reluctantly, Kareem followed the old man to a small mosque nearby. Inside, the atmosphere was peaceful, and the sound of Quran recitation filled the air. The old man handed Kareem a glass of water and said, "Tell me, why did you choose this path?" Kareem hesitated, but then opened up. "I lost my parents when I was young. I had no one to guide me, and life was hard. Stealing was the only way I knew how to survive." The old man nodded. "I understand your pain, but stealing is not the answer. Ramadan is a time to change, to seek forgiveness, and to start anew. Allah is the most merciful, and He is always ready to forgive us if we sincerely repent." Kareem's eyes filled with tears. "Do you really think Allah would forgive someone like me?" The old man placed a hand on Kareem's shoulder. "Of course, the doors of forgiveness are wide open, especially in Ramadan. But you must promise to change your ways and strive to be better." Kareem wiped his tears and said, "I want to change. I really do. But how?" The old man smiled. "Start by returning what you stole tonight. Then, come to the mosque every day for the rest of Ramadan. Pray, read Quran, and help others. I will teach you how to live a good and honest life." Kareem agreed. That night, he returned the stolen goods to the bazaar and apologized to the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper, moved by Kareem's sincerity, forgave him and even offered him a job at his stall. From that day on, Kareem became a regular at the mosque. He prayed, fasted, and learned about Islam. He even started helping the old man distribute food to the poor during iftar. By the end of Ramadan, Kareem felt like a completely different person. His heart was light, and he felt a sense of peace he had never known before. On the night of Eid, Kareem stood in the mosque, praying with tears streaming down his face. He thanked Allah for guiding him and giving him a second chance. The old man, who had become like a father to him, hugged him and said, "Remember, Kareem, true change comes from the heart. Ramadan is not just about fasting, it's about becoming a better person." Kareem smiled and said, "I will never forget this Ramadan. It changed my life." The end. Moral of the story: Ramadan is a time of mercy, forgiveness, and transformation. No matter how far we may have strayed, Allah's mercy is always within reach, if we sincerely repent and strive to change. Let us use this blessed